All right, what's going on, family? This is Paul McMillan II, and welcome to another live New York session. And so this is July 20th, July 22nd, 2022. And so the very first thing we're going to do is just check the news. And excuse me for a second here. So, as you can see for the New York session, it looks like the USD is going to be the only currency that's under some major news. So I'm probably going to trade the Aussie versus the Kiwi. So that's the Australian dollar versus the New Zealand dollar, because they're nowhere near on the list of having any major news. So we can probably get a good decent move from this currency. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on step one and mark up from the 15-minute time frame to the 4-hour time frame. So what I'm going to do is pause this recording and go all the way back in price to see what price did in the past, so we can get an idea of what price possibly can do in the future. So that way we can get a better idea of what type of setup we can get. So be right back. All right, so this is as far back as price can go. So I'm going to put a vertical line here. And then we want to start marking up institutional support or resistance. So these are areas where price have gathered liquidity and made a big move. So I can kind of see that up here, starting up here. So I'm going to make changes to yellow. And then we kind of see that I say here, because price broke, went down to this next zone, but previously price respected this area here. You'll kind of see that even here, price respected this area, went down, and then started going downhill. Same here. And then I kind of see it even down at this point here. So this is some good structure. So I'm going to draw my zones. What's going on? Well, let me start over. There we go. Just wondering why that wasn't popping up. So yellow. There we go. So now we're going to move on to the 30-minute time frame. We're going to repeat the process. We're going to go all the way back to where we last marked market structure and continue from there. So there's my vertical line from before. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mark up some of these areas here. So this is a good area. We're going to make this green. And then we're going to get this area here. And we got this area down here. and here. And here. So we done got these areas. Let's go on ahead to the 1 hour time frame and see where we're at. Yep, so that's where we left off there. Whoops. Got to put a vertical line here somewhere, but it's okay. So yeah, so then we'll get these areas here. So I put a vertical line. Oh, where's my vertical line? Hold on for a minute. Yeah, vertical line is selected and my here it is. For some reason it got moved over there. Found it. Okay, so I put my vertical line here. And then mark up these areas. So yeah, this is probably a good area here. Good area there. That's good. This is good as well. So of course, I forgot to change these to red. This is the 1 hour. Right. So now we're going to move on to the 4 hour. And notice this is where current price is at. So then what we're going to do is, there we go. See a good zone there. Perfect. Price hit these areas, went down to this next zone, broke it, went up to the next zone. So this is going to be purple. Then this area here, and then up here. So we're going to go ahead and draw our zones. Try to make them as thin as possible. We're going to make these purple. Yeah. Right. So now mark these up. So now we're at current price. And so now the very next step is to identify the overall trend. Now, when I look at the RSI, it looks like price is resting on this resistance here. So it looks like it's starting to go bearish. I can see this bearish candle. So that's what I'm going to be looking at. So I'm going to say that price is bearish at this point. So that's what I'm going to do. I mean, that's what I'm going to say. Now, the next thing we're going to do is just go to the 1 hour time frame and the 30-minute time frame to confirm if we're still in the bearish motion. And so we can see that there's still a bearish engulfing candle here. So we're still bearish. Let's draw a trend line here. Let's go to 30-minute. Yep, we're bearish. And our two-pole super smoother filter is telling us that it looks like it's starting to turn red, so it probably is bearish. Let's go to the 15-minute, and yep, we see a bearish engulfing candle, and we see that curve. So that lets us know that price is still bearish. So draw a trend line here, and I'll erase this one. All right. So we're in a bearish motion. Now, the very next thing we're going to do is, let me actually erase this zone, put it up to here, draw a smaller zone. There we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our support or resistance levels, because we're going to want to identify our next break and retest. So the closest line that I see for a break and retest, I would see is here, possibly right here, this most recent low here. So if price closes below and goes down to here, that is probably a clear sign for us to really get in. So I say here. So this would be a good market execution here. And then the most recent high I can see, see there was a line here. So I would say here, so price break and retest here, then it could probably go up to next high, maybe up here. So that'll be good. That'll be fine. Yeah, maybe that would be good. Yeah, we'll stick with that. We'll stick with that. So let's change this to marketing. Change it to the market execution. Yeah, there we go. I thought I had another one for. Okay, then let me change this to that too. Oh, I did a horizontal ray. No wonder. Not a horizontal line. There we go. All right. So now we did that. We're going to turn on our supply and demand institutional indicator. So we see with this previous move, price went all the way up and created a lot of imbalance in this area. They came back and mitigated this area so far. So they would have to pretty much cross this area to come down and mitigate this area. So I would expect them to at least come down to here if they're going to mitigate all of this area, at least halfway here or all the way down to here. So my goal is to get at least 13 to 20 pips. Now there's a mitigation area up here. So I would expect them, if they're going to decide to buy it up, to go all the way up into this area. So I would try to get 20 pips with this one. So we see a curve here, so that's a good sign. It's probably really, really bearish. So I'm looking to get 20 pips. So I'm gonna put my risk to reward tools in place. So this is gonna be for the sell. So price sells, then I'm looking for 20 pips. $13 pips at least, I'm sorry. 13 pips. So that would be TP1 there. That's what I'll be looking for. And then for the second take profit, go all the way down to this mitigation zone, which would be a total of 20 pips right there. All right. Now, if it buys up, 13 pips for the first take profit, which is up to here. Second take is going to be at least 20 pips. Up here. So that's what I'll be looking for. Stop losses up. That's what I would be looking for. So I'm looking for price to actually pop through here. And if it does, it closes below here and then it passes this line to gain momentum, then I'm jumping there for the sell. Same thing here. If price pops above here and I see this line start to curve up into a blue line, then I know it's going to be a solid buy. That's how I'm using this new indicator. So let me go ahead and label these take profit zones. So I know this is going to be 13 pips. Down here is 21. $13. $21. That's TB221, excuse me. Now, one thing I'm going to do too is, of course, I'm not going to jump in until the earliest, maybe the 8 to 15 candle to the 9:30 candle, 8:15 to 10 o'clock. Because the New York session hasn't really even started yet. We got 10 minutes before that, a little bit over 10 minutes. So that'll give me time to set my alerts. So let me pause this recording to set my alerts. Be right back. All right, so the alerts have been set. So now we're just going to wait for price to break above, break below here, and then continue down here. Then we're probably going to have a solid sell. When I use the Elter's 2-pole super smoother filter, basically what happens is anytime when this EMA curves, whether it curves in red going down or curves up in blue, that's usually a sign of a very strong candle or strong trend, kind of like what happened here, even down here. So the fact that we're already seeing that with this is probably a sign that price really is ready to go bearish. So we have about a little bit over 5 minutes. We have about 7 minutes. Yeah, we have about 7 minutes until the New York session officially sets in. So we'll see exactly what price is going to do. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and set my rules. Here's my rules. So we'll see once the New York session sets in, and then we'll take it from there. So we'll see when we can make our move. Let me turn this off. There we go. Let me save my progress. All right, be right back. Looks like this dropped already. This is crazy how these currencies drop so quickly, which I'm kind of happy because it lets me know that this is a solid pair. It's not affected by any news, but man, could have been ready. So let me just wait and see what the next candle's going to do. I don't want to get caught no fake out.
Hey, is there any news going on today?
Hold on. I'm going to have to mute you, Chris. I don't want to lose my focus. We'll see what this next candle going to do. So if this next candle busts through this wick, then I guess I'm going to go in. To answer your quick question, Chris, there's no news for the Australian dollar or the New Zealand dollar. So that's why I'm going to pick this. There's news for the USD. So I didn't want to mess with it. But if you can communicate through the chat, that'd be good. I just don't want to mess up. How many pips is this going to be? It's going to only be 7, so I'm going to try to get 13, which is going to be down here. So I'm just going to cancel this out. The New York session has settled in too. How many pips did this thing drop from this wick here? About six pips. So I lost about 6 pips, which is not a big deal. And I've been recording all this time. I forgot to stop recording. Hold on, guys. Okay, so we're past the 9 o'clock candle. Looks like price is reversing, but I don't see the blue line curving over yet. I got to see that to know for sure to get in. So I'm going to wait for that. If price crosses here before this curves over, then I'm probably going to wait for the next break and retest line. That's what I'm probably going to do. But it looks like we're going into bullish territory. So do this. Let's go draw a trend line here. That's what it looks like. It's going that direction. So we'll see what the 9:15 candle then the 9:30 candle does. But I'm waiting for this to curve up into a blue to let me know that it's going bullish. So be right back. Price may be going back bearish. Looked like it came up and touched this area, so it was really a pullback, which I figured, but could have easily switched to bullish, but probably might be going bearish. So we got about over 3 minutes before 9:30 bell. We'll see what happens. All right, so we're about to hit the 9:30 bell. Let's see what happens here. So next candle close below here. Starting to see some red transfer here. So maybe at the 9:45 bell, I might get in. I will probably wait for the next candle. It's probably what I'm going to do. That's what I'm thinking about doing. And it's pushing now. Let me see what the next candle going to do. Be right back. Looks like price is selling, but We got about 8 minutes left in this candle. Might wait for the next candle. It's probably going to be the best bet. This price could be going back and forth and pushing back and faking out. And I don't want to be caught in that. So yeah, to see it's kind of retracing now. So we have 8 minutes left to the next candle. See what happens. So price might be pushing through. We got about over 20 seconds left. So that's why I'm waiting for the next candle. Looks like it's making this move now, but see, it's doing all that faking out and pulling back. That's why I gotta be careful with my entry. See that? Doing all that faking and moving around. There we go. Go ahead and get in. See what happens. Want to pause this recording when I get in profit. Be right back, guys. Price really dropped. Hit close to pretty much hit my take profit. See if I get $250 from this. Let me pause this recording. Once I profit, then I'll share my phone screen. So it hit my take profit. So I made $169, which is cool. I'm cool with that. So let me share my phone screen here. I'm cool with that. All right, so as you can see, $169 profit because it hit my take profit, which is cool. So I know my goal is at least $200 to $250 a day, but this hit because it hit my take profit. So I'm cool with that. Looks like price is retracing anyway, and it might be oversold. So that's all good. I got, yeah, that was about 15 pips, so not bad. Okay. So price dropped there. Let me pause this recording and do a couple of things, and then we'll end this session. Be right back. All right, guys, so that's it for this session. I'll see you guys next week. We were successful on this drop. Looks like price is officially oversold. So yeah, it's probably ready to reverse now. But we got ourselves some good, decent pips. So that's good. See you guys next time. Bye.